Hello and welcome to another Nidvember video. This time it will be my unboxing and first look at the Tyranid Harpy or Hive Crone. I'm going to turn it into a Hive Crone. I just think it's a better looking model. I suppose the two cannons are pretty cool on the model and stuff, but the Crone is where I'm going. It's a theme sort of army, which means I'm not really going to play much with it. So we'll unbox this. One of these models will cost you a whopping £48. It's a huge amount of money. It's almost as much as a Storm Raven, can you believe it? It's more than a Land Raider. It's a lot of money for a Tyranid model. I'd like to guess that it's the most expensive Tyranid model. The Tyrannocyte is £38. Even the Tyrannofex, which is a big model, is £35. So it is the most expensive Tyranid model, I think, unless you go to Forge World and then you've got the Machion and the Hierophant Titan, but still. So quite a huge investment, almost £50 for one of these. Comes in this box. We'll have a look here. There you go, optional assembly, Tyranid Hive Crone. I really like the tail on the Hive Crone. I'm not too sure about that, but the cannon shooting out of its mouth looks awesome, and so do all these little things that are coming out of it, the tentaclids I think they're called, and you get some spore mines I think too. Always great when you get extra things in the model. I think you do get similar kind of things with the Tyrannocyte too. So let's have a look. So this looks like it's 2 sprues. That's not a lot, to be fair. You've got the base. Unfortunately that looks like it's been scratched quite badly, so I mean, if you're a perfectionist and stuff, that's probably going to bug you, because you might see that, but you know. And here are the 2 sprues. So each sprue is £24. That is an extreme amount of money for these 2 sprues. This kit, in my opinion, should be £35, maybe 40 at a push, but £24 for this sprue, that's a huge amount of money. These wings do look awesome though. Not as highly detailed as Mortarion, which I suppose you could say is £37 more. You get a lot more parts with him, but it just goes to show you how far they've come on model wise since, well, 2013, so it's not that of an old model. You know, 4 years ago, the Tyrannofex was 6 years ago. So a 4-year-old model, £24 each sprue, yeah, it's a fair bit. So you've got the carapace, you've got the weapon options. I think the ones with these, someone told me that the ones with these kind of bayonet kind of things are venom cannons. So I have to look at my codex to double check and things. Then you've got this carapace, this top carapace, you've got some more talons there. That's pretty much it for that sprue. Fair amount of gaps. Then you've got this, which looks awesome, this sprue. Look at these little tentaclids. This is one of the reasons I got it. I like the idea of these things that are just, you know, on the underside, on the wings. Could even possibly magnetize them, who knows? But they're really nice, creepy crawlies. This big head. I want to say that that's about as big as a Tyrannofex head. You got the spore mines. That one looks like it needs a bit of assembly. You've got the other part of the head. So you've got 2 head options, one with a horn on the top and a couple more spikes, and the other one a bit more streamlined. You've got these arm parts for the weapons, I think. This long tail. It's a pretty long tail. Let's just compare it with Space Marine. Yeah, it's quite a few Space Marines long. You've got some more claws and parts on the top. A lot of spore mines, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want to say. Yeah, that's a fair amount. You've got some more spikes, some more talons. This is the cannon, I think, that shoots out of its mouth. So yeah, that sprue's more impressive. But there you go. And then you just get one of these bases, which of course you can just glue that on. It's not going to be that much of a heavy model. It's going to fit on there perfectly. It's going to be fine. So, and then you get 4 little 25mm bases and the instruction manual. This is the old type of instruction manual. It's quite thick though. I mean, it's got a lot of pages in there. A lot of pages. 19 stages it looks like. Oh, well, it shows a picture of 3 there, so you might possibly only get 3. Okay, a lot of gaps in the instruction guide, crikey. I don't know whether you need a whole page just to show you how to glue 6 pieces, but there we go. Again, wing assembly. So I think you go through all of this, and then it shows you Harpy and the Hive Crone, and then the first part, it shows you for the Harpy. So it looks like that one's got the smoother head, and it goes through all of that. Body assembly continued. Weapon mounts, final assembly for the Harpy, and then for the Crone, which is what I'm going to go for. So you've got this big talon on the end of his tail, then you've got a spikier head, and then you've got all these tentaclids as well. Tentaclids can be attached anywhere. Above is one example. I think I'm just going to play it safe and go for that example. So there you go. That is the Hive Crone, which is hopefully what it will look like when it's finished. Really looking forward to it. I love theme armies. I love sort of flying creatures, especially these flying Tyranids. I like the flying Hive Tyrant immensely, much more than the big stompy type creatures, the bigger sort of monstrous creatures, although I do love Carnifexes and Tyrannofexes and stuff. So that was my unboxing and first look at the Tyranids Hive Crone or Harpy. A lot of money. Find out my final opinion on the model and the kit in my review, which I'll try and get to you as soon as I can. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. For the Norn Queen.